Hello everyone, my name is Alberto and welcome back to my channel. So I was cleaning my closet and I found that I had a lot of very old t-shirts that I didn't wear for one reason or another. And I thought, why not try to do something with them? So what I did is, first of all, I went and took them all out, washed them. They're a bit crumpled because I didn't iron them, but I wanted to see what to do. So this is sort of a free flowing process, let's say. What I decided to do is to cut them all into strips, like so. And I'm using a cutting board and a rotary cutter for fabric. And I'm just deliberately cutting them into strips, not really straight, not measuring anything. I don't mind that they look a bit messy. Instead, it's kind of what I'm going for. And what I want to try is to sort of put them together and basically make a patchwork. I'm also adding some strips from fabrics that I have from older t-shirts. And here I'm going to start joining them with my serger. This because it creates a very elastic seam. That's the same use in knitwear like t-shirts. And at the same time cuts any excess fabric on the outside of the seam so it makes it look neater. And like this, I'm just gonna go on and join all my strips in a very random order. I still don't know what it's gonna look like. I'm aware the colors are not necessarily going well together, but this is just sort of an exercise, and I really want to just try and see what I can come up with. So here, just joining the strips, I can already tell that it's not something I like. This is a result, and it's just not great. So what I thought, to overcomplicate things, is to take out my smaller sewing machine, because this one does many stitches, for example zigzag. So I'm gonna do a contrasting zigzag, in this case in yellow, because I kind of wanted an extra color over every single seam. And in my brain, this sort of melts everything together because I really want it to look like it's made on purpose. Because one of my main dislikes, besides the colors, they're just not my colors, is the fact that it doesn't look very deliberate. And I kind of wanted to move away from that. So in my mind this works, but I don't know yet. So the only thing left to do is to try. Bear in mind, this process was very long. It took a long time, but I mean, in the end, it was okay. Basically, I just go over every seam. This does two things. It's a decorative seam on the outside, but at the same time it flattens the seam that's on the inside, because I do want to use this fabric or whatever comes out to make something. So I want it to be comfortable and not just a bunch of, uncomfortable seams. Not that they're scratchy, but just like, eh. So here's how it looks like. We're getting there. It looks better. I do think it looks much better. It's more sort of quilty, and I feel like the seams really bring it together, but it's not enough. So what I decided to try this time is to cut it again in the opposite direction. However, as you can see, it's a bit wonky and stretchy because I didn't measure the seams. They're not regular. The strips, sorry. they're not regular, they're very, very different. And I don't mind the effect, but it makes it a lot harder to work with. So I'm just gonna cut, again, some very deliberate strips. I'm not measuring anything. They're a bit curved, they're a bit wider or thinner, but I don't mind that. So what I'm gonna do is to join them again with my overlock machine, but I'm gonna flip them like that. So basically it's top to bottom. And that's gonna create a sort of slightly random pattern, because obviously all the strips are not gonna match, because as I said, they're not straight. So I'm just gonna join them all and see how they look like. Here we go again. I need to do the zigzag again because it's just sort of interrupted. I could have gone with another color, but I went with yellow again for the same idea of sort of making it look like one single fabric. And basically I'm doing the same thing, just on the new seams, all over this big strip of fabric. And again, just the zigzag took, I would say, an afternoon each single time. So bear in mind, it does take a long time, but it's also because my machine is quite slow. Industrial machines are a lot faster, but I don't have an industrial zigzag, unfortunately. So this will do. So here's the final result. I do have to say, I weirdly love it. It's not something I would have done, to be honest, but it was a good experiment. I do like all the different patterns and waves in there. I like that it's not regular. I do kind of like the colors as well. I still don't know what I'm gonna do with it, so gave it a quick press and I'm just gonna think about it a little more. In the next video, hopefully it's gonna be done. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time where we'll use this to do something. So thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye!